I play Fiona, and she's an English girl that moved to Milton, and she's working at the factory with Jerry and Lisa and Alison. She works in accounting, and she meets Jerry, and he sort of falls in love with her, and at first she thinks that he's just this kind of strange, sweet guy. I sort of convince him to kill somebody else in order for me to have company in the fridge. And then the other scenes that we're shooting of me still in the fridge, but is later on in the film when he's really crazy, and he's been killing lots of people, and there's 2 other chicks in the fridge as well. And yeah, it's really good fun though. I love doing all this stuff in the fridge. It's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to do the movie, because it's so surreal, you know. I read the script originally quite a long time ago and thought it was so wonderful, so original, like nothing I'd ever read. And that's always good. You read so many things that are kind of the same or fit a formula, and this really was unique. I loved the idea of, as I said, being sort of a head in a fridge and the surreal aspect of that. And also, Marjane was one of the big attractions. She's such a wonderful realizer of stories, and visually she has such a different take, and she's really the most amazing director I've ever worked with. I think she's wonderful. And yeah, so it was like the perfect project, and I came on very early. I think only Ryan had been cast, and I was very excited to work with Ryan too. I think he's superb in the film. I wanted to make sure that we believed why Fiona was living in this country, and that she had no friends, and she's sort of lost. And I usually write the kind of mini story of the character, you know, in the character's voice. It becomes like a little novel of their life and their thoughts and things like that. And I always kind of try to think of people that I know that I base the character on. I wanted her to be a bit of a kind of tacky English woman, you know, likes drinking a bit too much. She's got a bit of a lush, as we say in England. Being in the fridge, you know, and not being able to move, because I'm such an expressive person. I always do move my head around, and that I had to really practice to sort of Japanese style of acting, you know, just, you know, very still. That was quite tricky. Marjane is the first female director that I worked with, and I mean, she has this sensitivity to her, but also she makes everybody around her feel the best that they can possibly feel, and everybody on set. I mean, she creates this place of joy, even on a really hard scene or something that's horrific or very emotional. She really brings out the best in everybody.